The choreographer ex-girlfriend who accused Jonathan Majors of misdemeanor domestic violence back in March 2023 is expected to surrender to the NYPD on Wednesday on a misdemeanor assault charge brought against her by the Marvel actor. Majors' recent accusation against Grace Jabari, 30 years old, and Jabari's original case against Majors both stem from the midnight quarrel in March on Chinatown Manhattan street corner. Jabari has alleged to the NYPD and Manhattan prosecutors that during the fight, Majors twisted and broke her finger and bloodied her ear by slapping her head. Majors later countered in a June police complaint that Jabari was the aggressor and that sidewalk and nightclub video shows that she was uninjured in the hours after the dispute. Major alleges that Jabari scratched at him and stole from him that night, then injured herself while alone in a drunken fall at his penthouse apartment. Wow, that's crazy. She made wild allegations, and now she's about to turn herself into the law. Man, the news of Jabari's pending arrest comes on the eve of Wednesday morning court hearing in Manhattan, where defense lawyers and prosecutors may fight over the actor's claims that the Manhattan District's Attorney Office buried an NYPD investigation into the girlfriend's violent behavior on the night of the spat. That's crazy. So, obviously, Jonathan Majors' lawyers went into further investigation and realized that they buried how she was violent that night. Obviously, it's a bigger story for the Marvel actor getting accused with such heinous crimes. But prosecutors failed to include evidence on the case against Jabari in what they turned over to the defense, despite being on notice of the NYPD investigation into Jabari's criminal conduct, as well as an iCard and wanted flyer. Major's lawyer, Priya Chowdhury, wrote in her motion to dismiss the case. An iCard refers to an internal NYPD notification that the person is under investigation or wanted in connection of a crime. Additionally, Major's lawyer alleged that the prosecutors turned a blind eye to Jabari's theft of Major's Rolex vintage watch and other luxury items that cost $6,000 to $7,000. That's crazy. So apparently they're saying that the NYPD suppressed some information. For one, that she stole Major's Rolex, and the fact that she had an iCard and was being investigated. We intend to decline to prosecute any charges brought by the New York Police Department against Ms. Grace Jabari related to allegations made by Jonathan Majors regarding the incident that took place on March 23. Really though, like, he is a prominent figure in the Marvel universe now, and at first it was over for him. I remember when this story first reached the headlines, it was over for him. They've invested millions and millions of dollars into him, and this kind of thing, we're not putting up for it. It's not justifiable in real life and in Hollywood, Hollyland, TV land, as Bounty Hunter BJ likes to call it, TV land. So it was over for him. But to find out that later that this girl who could have damn near ruined the nigga's life, future, credibility, everything he's been working towards, has been lying, is about to turn herself in. That's interesting. I wonder how severe they're going to prosecute her. I wonder how this plays out, because this kind of is can set the standard for other big time celebrities and shit that go through something like this. What would be the procedure or process? I'm curious to know. Because let's say he was violent, he was guilty of the crimes, throw him away, put him under the jail, lock him up. Now, if it's false accusations and false information and false claims, then what? I don't know. I'm not into law or anything like that, but I'm interested to see.